everybody, how it doing? And welcome to the VGRCast, episode 8. Can you believe it? Today I'm joined by my lovely friends, Monica, Ryan, Christine, and Mike. Mike, go with the theme song.
Ba 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 da.
You can't steal someone else's theme song. Hey, that's illegal.
I remember that reference. I don't know what the response to it is, though.
It's just very early Rooster Teeth podcast.
Yes, I remember that.
I think it was either Gus or maybe it was Bernie. It was Bernie. Bernie would just tell someone, "Go with the theme song," and then they would just like either be silent or kind of like riff or like, and it was bad.
Yeah. I remember. I watched like the first 20 episodes of it. I think through iTunes. Actually, I like downloaded it from iTunes and listened to it on my computer.
Wow. Well, that is how they used to distribute only, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We're not on iTunes yet. Maybe I should start ripping the audio from these and put them on iTunes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, we could get viewers. I mean, listeners.
iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud,
Google Music.
Can
Can we be on Zunes?
I don't want to be on Zooms.
Guys, I really want to be on the Zune
Who the
marketplace.
fuck had a Zune?
My dad.
I do.
I had a SanDisk.
That's
Hey, you know what's way better than an iPod? A Zune.
Yeah. No, my dad pretty much told me from a very young age Apple is crap. And then
look who decided to show up.
Fuck up.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I have work.
Ryan got cut in half.
Hi,
Steve.
Soiled it.
Bum 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 bada. On the Spot is done forever.
Yeah, okay.
Allegedly.
Yeah, sure.
That show has ended like 5 times now.
You keep saying it, and you keep getting our hopes up.
No, you keep getting John's hopes up, to be honest.
Did you see the one where Jeremy had to do movie quotes?
No.
No, I did not.
There was one. It was like him and Barbara were doing a skit. It was like Barbara had cooties and Jeremy was trying to not get them, but then they had like the other team had like a little card, like they could add a stipulation. He's like, Jeremy can only speak in movie quotes. He's like, oh, come on! For reference, Jeremy does not watch movies.
He doesn't like movies, actually.
Also, for the reference, we're talking about a Rooster Teeth show called On the Spot. It's a game. It's an improv game show.
Yeah.
Would highly
Wow,
recommend.
I'm shocked that this is the Rooster Teeth you were talking about.
Shut up, Steve.
Yeah.
I don't.
No, at this point, I just figured
Uninvited.
I don't know what you...
At one point, he just screams, "Stop it! I'm sure was said in a movie once."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that one.
Steve. Uninvited.
Wow.
That's hard. Stop. That's bad, Kevin.
That's a throwback meme.
Not a meme.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Wait a
Steve
minute.
frozen?
Ryan could do the thing now
What
that's
is the
easier.
what?
Huh?
Huh?
Ryan could do the thing now that's
No,
easier.
but the bits aren't gonna fall again unless someone gives bits.
I'm busy.
What is the distinction between
Anyway.
a meme? What is the distinction between a meme and an inside joke?
We talked about this on a podcast. We literally
Did we?
had this conversation. Yes.
No, we didn't.
A meme. Yeah, we did. I'm pretty sure it was
We
like
probably
like
had
4.
the conversation before. I don't know if it was on the podcast.
I'm pretty
I
sure
don't think
it
it was on a
was.
podcast.
Okay.
It probably was.
I think a meme.
Go
A
ahead.
meme is an inside joke on the internet that everyone is involved in.
So there's no difference.
Besides the fact that one's on the internet.
Yeah, I guess an inside joke is more personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
And it's not on the
Yes.
internet. But a meme is on the internet.
You're on the internet.
But that's
I am
not
on the
like
internet. Hi, internet.
like friendship ended with whatever. It really rides the line between the two.
That's a good meme. Friendship ended.
Friendship ended with Microsoft. Now
Doubt.
no one is my best friend.
Now Google is my friend.
Nope.
Google will never be your friend.
Remember
ever.
the Stadia guys?
That's still going on.
What?
You have
Yeah,
no idea.
it's still happening.
No, it isn't.
Somehow.
It has never happened.
It's out.
No, it is a thing that exists. It
Is
doesn't
it, though?
exist well. It doesn't exist in a notably functioning capacity.
Actually, as of today, you can use Stadia on mobile networks too.
What am I doing?
Oh wow, I
It
can
doesn't
get
work.
0.5 megabits.
It works.
From what I've heard from
I
just
used
about
Stadia.
every source, is that it's unreliable at best.
Stuttering like
played-
a motherfucker.
I played 30 minutes of. I was in the beta, and I played 30 minutes of an Assassin's Creed game, and it ran fine.
Well, keep in mind that's the beta, and there wasn't a whole shit ton of people playing at once.
That's fair. Is it free to try?
Open or closed beta.
It was
Probably
closed. I had to be
closed,
invited.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. That explains it.
I was invited to play.
Yeah, I just think the whole concept of
is it?
streaming games is not a broken concept, but just not something that we have the infrastructure
It
to
would,
do at this
yeah.
point.
Go
it would
watch-
work if-
Go watch my Sly Cooper streams. 1 through 3. My Sly
Okay.
Cooper 1 through 3 streams are all streamed on the PS Now network.
That's fair, I
Interesting.
suppose.
Yeah, it would be fine if the majority of people who would use it had the infrastructure to use it.
Yeah.
Yes, because the whole thing with that is you're relying on other people having a good connection as well, because otherwise they're going to bog down the
Yeah.
system with their slow
Because, like,
connections.
you guys laugh at me every time I tell you what my download speed is.
Like, yeah.
Why?
We don't laugh at you, we pity you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's mine right now? Even though
And
I'm
the
streaming.
pity is laughter.
What's your speed test of choice?
Test.
I don't. Well, I think Speed Test is owned by Comcast, so
It is.
Oh, yeah, fuck
Use
Comcast.
fast.com. Fast.com is owned by Netflix.
Let's have a glance.
350
Yeah, let's
megs.
Fast.com.
the gang does a speed test.
The gang does a speed test. I'm going to do it one more time.
Fast.com.
Let's
Ooh, come on, baby, push it! Push it!
Push it to
Okay,
the
that's
limit.
my- that's
limit,
my
'cause
down.
we're in it to win it.
Well, it just shows you're down.
And then you click show more info.
Ooh, that looks cute.
Oh,
Show more info.
I don't
Or
want to be.
that's your
forgetting
up.
again.
So my
Upload is. Go ahead, Steve.
Oh, sorry. It looks like my download is 240 megabits per second, and my upload is only 10 though. But I think that's because I'm still streaming.
Okay, apparently everyone else has to go first before me.
I'm 720 megabits a second down.
That's probably
Well,
the
you
same thing
pay
with
for
me,
that,
so I'm
though.
not even gonna look.
16 up.
That's the
Yes,
same thing
I
with me, so I'm not even
cherish
gonna
my
look.
internet. I love my
Am I really-
internet.
He loves it more
Okay,
than
Ryan,
me.
what's yours?
So,
Wait, how am I supposed?
just as a clarification,
Bats.com and then do more info or
Yeah.
whatever.
I see more info, but I just am. I'm not a commuter as far as you guys, and just help interpreting downloads and stuff.
Upload speed. To the right. If you click show more info.
Yeah, I
clicked
hit
for more
show more info.
So, okay, so there's upload. So, wait,
What is your upload speed?
upload is 11 megabits per second, but then again, my computer is trash.
Mine is
And then you're-
21.
You're 21?
Yeah.
21 upload?
Damn! What's your download?
Yeah.
It's the really big number.
It's a big one.
The big number on the
Is
top.
The 360.
Nice.
Okay. So,
Ryan just started streaming.
so this is why I went last. My download is 28,
Oh.
and my upload is
Poo-poo.
4.
Oh.
Criminal. Whoever provides your internet should be shot.
AT&T.
Oh, that explains it.
Yeah.
I can't get Comcast on this side of the street.
You see, and people bitch
Oh,
about
that's
Comcast all the
bullshit.
time, and yes,
I have
they're
Comcast. They're even evil corporation, but they have
yes,
good
they're
internet.
an evil corporation. Their customer service is kind of doo doo, but
Not even doo-doo. The
Dude,
customer
my
service
cousin
is
was
shit.
going
Yes, but-
off about Comcast when I was with him. He says, like, he calls them at least once a week to fix shit.
okay.
Yeah.
See,
And he's got to the point where he's just like, okay, you already know I'm angry. You know my name by now. I've heard you before. You know I'm just going to go off, right?
see, for me, I think
it depends on the area, because when I was living at home, like, my Comcast connection was fucking garbage. but also the way my parents' house is in kind of a dead area in terms of connection. Like the phone connection didn't work, especially if you went down in the basement. Nothing fucking connected. But when I've been living on my own, I've had Comcast at every place, and I've had very minimal.
Yeah, we lived together for some of that time, and yeah, I think we only had to call Comcast like once, and I don't remember what the problem was. I think we just ended up having to restart the router because, of course, that fixed it.
Did you try turning it off and on again?
As someone who works in IT, Comcast will Comcast normal support will always tell you that. Like, if I could, I'd totally get business support for my home, because business Comcast support is just a whole nother.
A lot of them have just said, "Okay, we're gonna reset your router," because I think they've realized some people are just stupid and don't know how to do it.
Well, also their reset sometimes does more than just turning it off and on again.
Yeah.
Comcast has a lot of bells and whistles behind their end, but I was just gonna say that for the money, Comcast is the best. I think it's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I used
not
to
sponsored, by the way. I just love Comcast. It's fast.
I used to have router problems or modem problems all the time.
I also own my own modem and router.
Yeah.
So
it's been at least a year and a half since I've had to have my modem reset. So
you should probably reset it every now and again. You should probably reset it every now and again.
Reset it now and again for its health.
Oh, really?
Do you know what download speed you pay for?
You stay put.
No, because my grandma handles the bill.
Okay.
Very true.
That's fair.
If she doesn't come down here ever again, I'm just gonna cancel and redo and get just internet, because we have the triple package right now. That's why I don't have fast internet.
I did
probably
not.
Just talk to your grandma. Does she even watch TV when she's with you?
Well, yeah, because she needs her church.
So.
The church. That's probably on Facebook now.
The what?
A lot of churches broadcast their feed. Oh, you're talking about the church channel.
Mega churches.
Gotcha.
No, she's hard Catholic, so.
Well, so
she's Italian Catholic too.
Well, you could also
She needs her Catholic network that does reruns of Mother Angelica every morning at 9 a.m.
Oh God!
And she's been
Mother
Angelica was a big sister in the Catholic Church. She's been dead for over a decade, but
I was gonna say that if you have if she has a church of choice, most Facebook church pages have live streams now every Sunday.
I don't think my grandma knows how to use Facebook.
That's fair.
She's 83 years old.
Okay, that's older than my grandma. My grandma has Facebook. My grandma uses Facebook.
I think. Wait, when was your grandma born? 33?
30. Oh wait, no, 38. So she's 82.
Oh my God, my grandma's 87.
My grandfather was 94.
You're also the youngest.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
True.
Your grandma would be the oldest.
Yeah.
My grandpa was born in 37, and I think my grandma was born in 38. So.
Yeah.
How are Omi and Pop doing, by the way?
Side is older. Oh, they're doing good.
Say hello.
They're doing the best they can. They're getting their LOX plates. They're doing well amidst everything. One of the things my dad's side of the family has been doing since the pandemic hit is we've been doing a weekly Zoom call, because the thing with my family is my dad's side of the family, a lot of them live very close, and we get together a lot. So without being able to all of us go to meet up for dinner, which we're 20 strong at this point.
I'm sorry, I'll be right back.
I like how he says he's going to be right back after he asked you the question.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's a shame that Discord had the gamer stigma when this thing hit, because otherwise I think that could have swept up the business end of shit.
Bank. They would have made fucking bank. Yeah.
Because it's so simple. It's literally just join this channel, hit the video button. There you go.
It'd be even easier because you could have different channels for your different departments. They really.
I don't know what Zoom looks like, but I imagine it can't be much simpler than this.
I mean, it's the same thing pretty much.
I mean,
Yeah.
Kevin and
Ryan, we could talk about Zoom for a while.
I had never even heard of Zoom before this pandemic hit.
Same.
We did.
Zoom, my company used Zoom for a while before the pandemic, so I knew about it.
Ryan?
Yeah. But for the project that Kevin and I were working on, Discord was actually the first thing that we thought of. Because we had to find an alternative means for our class to meet online. And at the time, Discord didn't have the video feature.
Yes.
At least in the way that it is now.
It didn't have any video feature.
Didn't Discord develop the video feature after the pandemic?
No.
No, it was
it's been around a while.
Like a year or so.
Yeah.
So essentially,
What was that?
What?
Was that Monica?
I thought it was recently because there was a I was swept into a play reading group and we decided to use Discord, and it didn't. And we searched far and wide, and we didn't see a video feature until maybe like a month or two ago.
We were doing podcasts
not necessarily podcasts, but we were doing face cams for quite a while.
Yeah, we were doing face cams for a while.
I lied. Maybe like 2 or 3 months ago, but still.
You lied! How dare you! How dare you lie to us?
I lied on the internet. I am the worst individual.
All right, I'll say I haven't actually found a direct link, but I found a video titled Discord video chat and screen share that dates as far back as 2017.
Oh.
I don't know if that.
It looks like they did updates in May. It looks like.
Yeah. Oh, here's the Engadget thing from 2017. Discord makes video chat and screen sharing available.
So essentially, what Ryan was referring to was we were in a class together where, because we didn't get internships, we had to pretty much take a class that was pretty much, hey, yeah, real life IT projects. And then so we couldn't think of anything, so the teacher pretty much gave us one, and what he gave us was he gave us just find a replacement for Skype, because I don't want to use Skype anymore.
It wasn't even Skype. Like, I don't even remember what it was. We were trying to use Skype for business. Because it was included with the university. It was through the university.
We were using GoToMeeting.
I have no idea what the program was.
Might have been GoToMeeting. I don't remember.
But we stumbled upon Zoom, and we were gonna go with it, and then we found out that Skype for Business was available through Microsoft 365 through the university. So we're just like, oh, this would just eliminates all the everything. We can just use this, but we never were able to get access to it.
I know
having to go with Zoom.
I know all the back end of that now, by the way. I know exactly what those IT guys had to do to give us access to that, and it was literally just a slider.
Apparently, Zoom is over 9 years old.
Zoom? Yeah, it's been around for a while.
It's old.
I didn't know.
It's your old baby.
And I'm actually the stock trends for it are surprising.
Are they down?
No, it's you would think that they would have boomed right when the pandemic hit, but it's more of just a steady climb, and the biggest jump was at the end of May.
Oh.
So when all schools were out. That's interesting.
Yeah. Huh.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
They didn't break 200 on the stock market until June. And at the end of January, they were at 73.
How do you play 3-card poker? Sorry.
With 3 cards.
I saw a thumbnail on YouTube, and I'm like, 3-card poker? That doesn't make any sense.
You find,
You need at least 5 cards for a poker hand.
I mean...
Zoom created COVID-19, calling it.
Oh my god.
COVID-19.
Oh my god. So, I had a thing that I was just kind of curious to put out there. So... very early on in the pandemic, so it's a lot to explain, but basically, to simplify it, my dad's side of the family is Jewish. I definitely have all the looks of my dad's side. But anyway, right around when the pandemic hit, and everyone's starting to like panic shop and panic buy, my Jewish ass was like, you know what would be a really intelligent thing to get? I should get matzah because it's close to Passover, and there's bread shortages, and that's what I'm gonna do to try to beat it. And I got this giant ass box which had like 6 mini boxes of like 30 pieces of matzah in it, and I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah, I'm set.
Now, to be fair, I bought like 10 boxes of spaghetti, so.
Why are people panic buying?
Like, yeah, I'm set.
I don't think that was Mike panic buying. I think that was Mike buying spaghetti.
I just buy bulk on a regular basis.
Yeah, so like,
I'm like, this is just shopping for me.
Why do you go to Costco?
I regularly buy 30 rolls of toilet paper at once.
Why did my screen go back for a second?
My question, because like now it's like 3 months, 3-4 months past that. And I still have this giant-ass box of matzah, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I really gotta eat this. So is there anything, like, you panic bought right at the beginning, and you're just like, oh, shit, I still have this?
Pork and beans.
We did not panic buy.
I bought a can of pork and beans that I have not eaten.
We bought, like,
second
2 weeks worth of food, but... Also, we have, like, a ridiculous stock of toilet paper that you might be able to see in... the closet there? Right on the top shelf?
I see a closet.
Well, there's toilet paper in there, trust me.
But yeah, I have a can of pork and beans that I bought at the beginning of the pandemic that I have not eaten yet.
I like them pork and beans.
Yeah, although
it's not even pork and beans, it's just baked beans.
Oh, gross.
Oh.
Mike.
This guy's eating beans!
I like
beans!
I do like beans.
This is not microwavable beets.
They're good.
Yes. God, you made me lose my train of thought. Talking about beans.
We do that a lot.
See, my problem with canned food is I'm too lazy to just cover it and put it in the fridge.
We know.
So I will just eat the whole can. So it's like if I open a can of green beans, it's like, oh, I'm eating the whole can. If I open a can of beets, I'm eating the whole can.
Fucking triggered, man.
Why not just get some saran wrap?
Saran wrap?
First of all, aluminum foil because it's more biodegradable. Second of all, because money.
It's so... Mike!
I wanna leave this
or get some Tupperware.
Yeah, get some fucking Tupperware.
I have a lot of Tupperware now that
Why don't you fucking pour it out in a Tupperware?
Because then I have to do more dishes.
Oh my god, Mike.
Oh my god.
You don't understand the level of laziness that I pursue in my everyday life. I strive to do as little as possible in every area.
We know.
Boy.
Oh, all the jokes I could make right now.
Except in your YouTube channel.
Well, that explains
I have not cut my lawn in 2 weeks.
Mike!
Because it's now it's a game of when am I going to get fined?
Yay, HOAs!
He doesn't have an HOA.
No, I don't have HOAs. I have a shitty mayor that occasionally was like, "Hey, stop that." I'm like,
"Hey, you, stop that, please."
Hey, you, stop that.
Stop.
Oh, I'm. By the way, just for clarification, I'm not making a fashion statement right now. This is a compression glove because my hand hurts.
He absolutely is making a fashion
It
statement.
is. I'm just. It's my my carpal tunnel.
Do not. You fucking.
White person.
I saw that.
Some Michael Jackson going on there.
No, that was a fucking anime thing you just did.
Oh, it was, wasn't it? Like, what was it? What did I do? Just like
you were a fucking
that's like a Persona thing or something, isn't it? Or is it from? It's either from Persona or Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't remember.
Oh, that's like.
I think
what
it's
is that?
Persona.
What is that? Let me do it. Hold on.
Oh,
Have you even seen
it
Persona?
very well might be
Persona's
It's
a
definitely
game.
an anime or an anime game thing.
Whatever. I don't know what games are
Persona has anime cutscenes. I know that, but
When Persona, the guy he's putting on his glove, and he's also going like this with his mask.
Yeah.
Joker, you mean?
Yeah, Joker. I need to play a Persona game.
Yeah, Nat got Persona 5, and I played it like a little bit when we first started dating, but I haven't picked it back up since.
Is it fun?
Because it's his PS4. I was having fun with it. I didn't get very far. I've only because it's one of those games where it's like I'm 6 hours in and I still am in tutorial.
Oh God, it's like The Witcher.
Yeah.
Which I still have to play.
Although Witcher 3 was fun.
I still have to play that. That might be my. So I'm gonna finish Red Dead soon.
I'll be right back.
Sure.
Well, depending on what we do this weekend, I might finish it this weekend.
Yeah, sure.
And then after that, I want to play Horizon Zero Dawn. And then after that, I think I'm gonna do Witcher 3.
Nice.
Which that should take me through at least the end of the year.
You heard it here first.
You hit it here, folks.
I don't know how long Horizon
Witcher 3 is a long ass game.
Yeah, Witcher 3 is a long ass game.
I was 5 hours in, and someone told me, "Oh, you're still on the tutorial island." I'm like, "This is a tutorial island. This isn't the main island." And they were like, "No, that's the tutorial island." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah, I put 34 hours into that game and felt like I only scratched the surface.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of burned out on that game. I'm gonna give it another try at some point. But
yeah, I mean, so I'm playing through Red Dead right now, and I'm really just doing the main quests. But I feel like there's so much more I could be doing, but I'm just kind of eh.
Yeah, I've heard Red Dead 2 is a huge.
Red Dead 2 is huge, and the map is huge. On howlongtobeat.com, which is my go-to how long is a game website, Witcher 3 average main story is 51 hours. Main story plus extra stuff is 102 hours. Completionist is 173 hours, and the average across all playstyles is 101 hours.
That seems to check.
That's a long fucking game.
Speaking of games, Civ.
Stop playing it, because then I won't be able to beat you, you fuck!
Mike has become obsessed with Civ. He plays.
Let me explain
Mike
to you.
plays Civ at least once a day now.
Let me explain to you what happened in this Civ update.
Mike got the DLC.
Yes.
So
you got I'm the only one who's apparently played the DLC.
I've been at fucking work!
Yes, I know you have, but I'm talking to the actual gamer here. Or not actual gamer. I know you're a gamer. Professional.
Good.
The professional gamer.
Whoa, professional. I guess I do get paid for it now, technically.
That's why I gave air quotes.
Professional.
Yeah. So let me explain what this Civ update did. So if you're not familiar with Civilization, it's an RTS where you do you build up a civilization.
That means real-time strategy.
Fuck off,
Wait,
Kevin.
Really?
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
So, and then, I thought, Monica, I thought you were hung up on the term real-time strategy. Because you said really right as he said that. I'm like...
No. She was being facetious just like I was.
So, originally there were 5 ways you could win originally. With score, which is just an overall win, and you can win by doing the most science progression, the most cultural progression, domination, or religious victory. Let me explain what this update added. Because there's a lot of shit that this update added.
Oh,
so,
here he goes.
It added the diplomatic victory, which is basically just maintaining relationships with other countries.
Gross!
And it further added the World Congress, where you vote on resolutions.
You win.
Basically the UN. And just as ineffective. But you vote on resolutions oh, we should denounce this city-state, or we should put more effort into progressing this specific area.
Okay.
And so that's a big thing. It also changed how you relate to different civilizations. Instead of like getting a warmonger penalty or another city denouncing you, you'll get grievances, and those it's just like another statistic to keep track of. So there's that. They also added natural disasters.
Yeah.
So
My
like
favorite.
sometimes a river will flood, sometimes there will be a sandstorm, sometimes a volcano will erupt.
Oh yes, my favorite.
In the current run that I'm doing, I'm settled right next to Rome, and Rome has like 3 volcanoes in its territory for some reason, so they're always going off, and Rome is getting fucked, and it's amazing to watch.
Was Pompeii in Rome or was it in Greece?
It was Italy.
Italy.
Oh,
I don't
really?
think it was specifically. Well, the Roman Empire probably
it's in Italy. So.
And there's like a slider you can use to adjust the level of natural disasters that you encompass. I set it for the minimum for this one just to try it out. What else is there? They introduced governors, where you introduce a governor to different cities, and there's like a chart of like 8 governors you can use, and each one has different bonuses. You can upgrade the governor to get more bonuses. You can reassign them to different cities. And along with the natural disaster thing, there's a global warming mechanic.
Hell yeah!
Because
it's
once you hit the industrial era, you have to start using coal and oil to power your manufacturing. So that increases the CO2 levels in the atmosphere.
Ooh,
there's like a whole graph of what the Earth looks like its CO2 levels, its temperatures.
That's perfect. I love it.
And like eventually there are like some tiles labeled like this area will flood first. This area will flood last when the sea levels rise. So like if you have a bunch of harbor towns, you're kind of fucked when you get to the late game.
And what about what was that one screen you had with like all the different people on it?
That was the governor's one.
That was governors?
Yeah, they all have different. There's like a governor geared towards science, one towards military, one towards religion, one towards housing. The game literally doubled its content. Also, it added like 120% more civilizations you could play as.
That just sounds like work. That just sounds like so much work.
Like I settled that. I also happen to settle next to Mansa Musa, who's like this West African leader.
No, he's new.
No, that's the Aztecs.
Oh, okay.
Mansa Musa is like a West African tribal leader.
Oh, I've also heard of him. Yeah.
He looks like Chef from South Park.
Yes!
And he's just this really jolly-looking dude, and his agenda is like fun-loving, and since I'm pursuing culture right now, I'm always on good terms with him, so I'm like, you're fun. Nice. I like you.
I definitely need to play more, because I mean, we did one new match when I had the new DLC, and I didn't see that many new characters, new leaders.
I want to see if I can see how many hours I've played in it.
You on Steam? Yeah, you can.
No,
on
Epic.
Epic.
On Steam store.
Right. I know. I forgot what game we were playing on. I have it on Steam as well, guys.
You should be able
hold
to,
on. Let me see. 3 dots.
I also have it on my Switch.
Also, I tried to get Rick on to participate.
I have played 35 and a half hours in it since we started playing.
Which was in June?
Yeah, it was not very long. I've played 35 hours.
You played a day and a half of Civ.
Yup.
Mike, I am so proud of you.
Yeah, and then when I spend 35 hours on a game, he's like, Christine, stop.
Well, because you got stuff to do.
Oof.
To be fair, Mike probably has stuff to do too.
That's 35 hours of you not blowing him.
True.
Wow.
I mean,
I mean, but blowjobs only last like 30
Now
seconds.
get back in the kitchen!
Mike, do you want to die tonight?
Bro.
I think the answer is yes, regardless of context.
Mike, when's the next video going up?
Yeah, Mike, when's your next video going up, bitch?
I am currently working on a collaboration with another YouTuber, so that's taking priority. Right after that starts the Yu Yu Hakusho project in earnest. I have no idea how long it's going to take.
Nice, because I was just thinking like, oh, maybe I could plug Mike's channel, but you haven't posted anything in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Stop playing so much Civ!
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Working
bitch.
on it. Working on it.
Get back in the...
I'm hoping
Back in the editor's room!
I was trying
I'm
to
hoping
figure out
the first video in that series will be up by the end of August.
Okay,
hopefully.
nice.
Fuck, it's almost August.
By the end of August?
Yeah, guys, in 2 months I'm gonna
I guess
be
beginning of August
27.
does start on Saturday, so that's weird.
29.
You're
Old
God,
Rip.
Steve's
You're
old.
fucking old.
Yeah,
Steve's almost 30. We're gonna have to have a 30th birthday party for you.
Yeah!
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Ah, you're
Maybe-
a fucking old loser, haha!
Maybe quarantine will be over by the time we can throw you a
Maybe.
30th birthday party.
Hopefully.
That'd be kind of
Also,
fun.
today I kind of fucked up pretty bad. I just found out, which is why I've been muting myself constantly.
Oh, is this a story you can
turns
tell?
out- What?
Is this a story you
Oh
can
yeah,
tell?
it's it's a story I can tell.
Oh, boy.
Let me pause my music.
So, I went shopping for a recipe we were going to make yesterday, I think. I
Okay.
did not check if the enchilada sauce had gluten in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Steve's girlfriend is gluten free.
Whoa.
She is celiac disease.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
actually
why.
gluten free.
Like, she can't have any.
Not like a fad thing, like she can't have gluten.
No.
It makes her tummy go, ouchies.
No what? I don't know.
Just say you're not having it.
Yeah, she's
Tell your body
She
no.
mad at you?
She maybe a little bit mad at me.
Look at
A little?
George,
She's not
darling. Are you
saying
mad at
no.
me?
She's not saying no.
She's not saying no. I
Steve
mean,
right now.
understandable. I should have. I for sure should have checked, but I just
I mean,
assumed. And,
I mean,
Vanessa's
how long
not
have you
watching
guys
this,
been
but-
living together?
Over a year now?
How long have you guys been living together?
A year and a half?
mm,
2?
I mean,
almost 2 years. How long have we been living together? Over 2 years, right? Year and a half.
Should probably check the label on things.
Year and a couple months. A
Was
year and a
it?
couple months, but we've been together for almost 3. So
Okay.
I should have known by now, but I let my guard down. So
That's fair. I mean, I'm sure it happens.
Are you done with your
my-
wine?
Mhm.
Alright, give it.
speaking of food,
yeah.
I understand. Nat's a vegetarian, so I have to be like, have a very discernful eye with certain things. Like,
Thank
fun
you.
fact.
That's a vegetarian?
Marshmallows. Did you know that?
That's
Wait, what?
vegetarian?
Yeah.
For how
We
long?
got cheese pizza that one day. He's been a vegetarian for a long ass time, like since he was like little.
Wait.
Like dietary, like a dietary necessity, or just cause?
Personal choice.
Fair enough.
What did we have? What did he have at the one Irish pub we took you to?
He had vegetarian
He
stuff.
had
I
an
noticed
Impossible
that.
Burger.
No, yeah, I knew marshmallows were...
Kevin's mind has been blown.
Monica, I'll be honest.
So-
I thought all along that you were just being cheap when you got a cheese pizza.
Wow.
I was just like, well, Monica, I thought we were better friends than this.
No, it's because he's a fucking vegetarian.
Wow. You cheap fuck, you couldn't afford one topping?
Couldn't have put
wrong
sausage
with
on it?
you?
Anyway,
Now it makes way more sense.
so I've had Faye and I have been friends for 21 years now, and I've known that marshmallows were not vegetarian since we were...
Oh, I guess they aren't. Yeah.
Because
How are they not?
Gluten.
They have...
They have gelatin.
No, they have gelatin.
Oh,
and gelatin
Which is
has...
made from
animal fat.
Yeah.
ah.
So.
But they make vanilla marshmallows, which are really tasty.
But no, so like I think the first time we were hanging out, and I'm like, "You want to make some s'mores?" And she's like, "Well, I can't have gelatin." And I was like, "Okay, marshmallows aren't gelatin." She's like, "Actually."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna have some, and you can have some graham crackers and chocolate." And
to be fair, I think it was only like a year ago that I learned that marshmallows have gelatin in it.
I've known it.
And that gelatin is made from animal fat.
I had a childhood friend growing up. Her name is Shannon, and she's also been vegetarian for like a long time. So I knew that too for a while.
I've known it for 19 years.
I'm the completely opposite end of the food spectrum. I went to Taco Bell today.
I made fucking steak. Ryan, they have a new $5 box.
Yeah.
It's
what is
the grilled cheese burrito.
Yeah, I've tried that. What do you think of it?
Look at this baby face.
It was okay.
So yeah, I thought it was okay
with it.
Yes, and so have you heard of quesarito?
No.
So the quesarito was it was a quesadilla.
No, stop.
That was like the outside of a burrito. Okay. Yes. So they took a burrito, and instead of the actual tortilla, they used a quesadilla to wrap it up. And so they have taken the quesarito off the menu now, or they're going to, because they're doing a bunch of overhaul stuff. But they're keeping the cheese burrito on. And my one coworker was like, "Isn't that just kind of the same thing as a quesarito, except they took the cheese that was wrapped around it and just put it on top?"
Yeah, like I opened it up and I just saw like shredded Mexican cheese.
Oh, Monica lost connection. That's why she's not moving.
Oh no, Monica!
Oh no.
F.
Oh.
Can we get some chat?
F's in the chat.
Did Monica see my Danny though?
But
Soon I'll have a new emote with an F, maybe.
It was not.
There she goes.
Ooh, that was a hard buy.
I don't know if I could give it the good qualifier. It was okay. Oh, she's coming back.
Mm.
Are you gonna greet
she back?
Mother?
Okay.
Cool.
Oh.
I think I'm back.
Yep.
No video though.
But,
Nice here.
No, she's got it.
I don't.
Oh god, things are still a little potatoey.
But yeah, I don't know if I could give it the grilled cheese burrito a good qualifier. I would say it's okay. I much preferred the chalupa box.
Yeah, the double chalupa box.
Guys, I go for
the
nacho.
It had the chalupa, a taco, and then a bean burrito in it.
Well, so
we're still talking about Taco Bell.
They also used to have so I thought my first ever chalupa was actually a double chalupa, which was like a wider chalupa, and so I thought that was just the standard chalupa. So then when that box was gone, I had the regular chalupa, and I'm like, this is still good, but it's not the same. Chalupa is still my favorite thing at Taco Bell.
It was fun. I would say
again.
I also had the cheesy gordita crunch because
that's
Michael
good too.
Achievement Hunter recommended. It was good, but it's $4 by itself.
Yeah,
it's not worth the price.
Well, it's pretty much just a taco with like a thing wrapped around it.
Yeah, it's a taco with another tortilla and cheese wrapped around it.
Yeah, I agree. Not worth the price.
Yeah.
Is Monica gone for good?
I don't think so.
Not.
So, I don't know if that's going to be the box.
Ah, there she is.
Maybe that's it.
If the grilled cheese box is going to be the box for the foreseeable future, I don't know if I'm going to get the box a lot from Taco Bell in the future.
I do like the boxes, though.
Well, it's the cheapest per value.
Yeah, you get the most food for $5.
Yeah, it's just that's not an astounding item.
Well, so they're getting rid of. So I think they're keeping the Nacho Bel Grande, they're getting rid of the Nacho Supreme. They're getting rid of the Nacho Supreme and they're replacing it with a Nacho $5 box.
I have been to Taco
Which
Bell.
I think you're gonna like the $5 box.
Why would I like it?
Because it's the same thing except it comes with like guac, sour cream, and pico de gallo.
Ooh.
I do like guac.
Yeah, guac's so
Pico de
good.
gallo.
I made
I'll probably just get
chips.
I'll probably just end up getting individual items. Like I'll miss the Baja Blast, but I can live without it.
I pretty much only get individual items now. I get like 3 things.
Yeah. But what happened to their like value menu? Does that still exist or
It's
no?
still there, yeah. I think it is.
Not.
Because when I was in high school, you
It's not
could
$1
get
anymore.
Boink, boink.
yeah, no, not $1. But when I was in high school, which admittedly was a decade ago.
Stop.
No,
showing
no,
age.
stop.
Admittedly,
Stop.
but that was I got the 5-layer burrito, a bag of Doritos, and a Baja Blast for $2.
Oh shit!
I graduated 8 years ago.
I was 16 a decade ago.
Oh, stop. Please stop. I was in high school a decade ago. Oh, God!
We're fucking old.
Why would you do
Okay,
this
guys,
to me?
when we say that though, then we look at our parents and they're like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah. I made steaks for dinner. Pre-podcast steaks.
Oh,
there goes
wow,
my
that
mic
At
again.
least y'all
No, wait, there we go.
Ryan, what did your dad say? Ryan, what did you say about my what did your dad say about my steaks?
Hold on.
Okay.
Did you wipe its ass and walk it past the grill?
I mean, it was pretty rare, right?
What did
Yeah,
you
it
season
looked pretty rare to me.
Pretty rare.
Where they
What'd you
aren't a
season it
massive potato.
Huh?
I finally got things where they aren't a massive potato. So what have we been talking about?
Taco Bell.
Haven't missed much.
And being old.
And now we're talking about steak.
And being old.
Fun fact about Taco Bell. I didn't eat it much when I was younger, but it used to have a very bad connotation for me, and not in the way that you think.
Okay.
Is that because a lot of people are like, "Oh, you have a bad Taco Bell story, it means you got shit, right?" No, that's not what happened.
Okay.
Basically, the only time that I had Taco Bell, before I started dating Nat, was when my family's cat first died, and I was too depressed to eat. It was the only thing that. Like, I had one of my friends was like, you haven't eaten. We're going to go to Taco Bell. And I'm like, and then a couple hours later, one of my other friends was like, Taco Bell? I'm like, whatever.
Oh.
But Taco Bell is now a happy place because, as Faye also probably knows, Taco Bell is very friendly to vegetarians.
I don't
Yes,
know
it
if
is.
Faye,
Is it
I don't
really?
know if Faye's actually
It is.
has
Yes.
Taco Bell.
My one
Faye's
vegetarian.
also vegan.
That too, but my
Yeah, they're very customizable.
Yeah.
yes, my one friend that I mentioned earlier, vegetarian. She loves Taco Bell. It's like she's loved Taco Bell for a while now. But they're getting rid of potato products too, so I don't know if that affects Nat at all.
Well, you can just get like a
No, it
cheese
doesn't.
quesadilla, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again,
But I rarely ever have the bad shits from fast food. Like all the
I don't
ones
have that
that
either.
people talk about, Taco Bell, White Castle, I rarely ever get the bad shits. Occasionally Chipotle, but that's just because I'm putting a massive amount of food into me.
Yes, and I did something a little weird today.
Experience.
I had Chipotle today, and I had a veggie bowl.
How was that?
So good. Oh my god! Like I don't know if I'm gonna get meat again.
I
What?
like how that
How much
looks.
was
It was cheaper. It was like $8 total. I think.
Okay, because I'm used to spending like 10 or more.
Yeah, and
at
it
Chipotle.
includes guac. The guac's already in it. Like it was, and then I just put everything else I normally put in it, and like mixed it up. I'm like, I don't even miss the meat right now. This is damn delicious, and it was really good. Because I originally got it because I was like, I have a pack of tuna just like on my desk that I haven't used in a while. So it's kind of like, okay, I can just throw this on the Chipotle
Haven't
bowl.
used in a while.
No, it's a sealed pack of tuna. Okay,
It's still gross.
it's great.
That's
I was
debatable.
I was gonna put it on
It's like
the bowl to make like a little bit of
Beets are great.
protein, but then I was eating the bowl and I was like, this doesn't need meat.
Yeah.
This is amazing, and I just kept eating it. So now I'm just kind of like Kevin's friendship with Chipotle meat is over. Veggie bowl is my new best friend.
Here's my thing with Chipotle is if you go there and the carnitas is like if there's like a fourth of the carnitas left, that's when you get it because that's the shit that's been sitting in the juices for so long.
Ooh, the carnitas is so good.
Yeah. But if it's like fresh carnitas, I go for the chicken instead because it's the cheapest. Because the carnitas on the top is kind of dry. So
have you heard the barbacoa?
But I had it once, I thought it was good. I don't remember being particularly enthused by it.
I like the barbacoa.
Yeah, I love the steak, but the steak is the most expensive thing on the menu.
Yeah.
The steak's too chewy for me.
It's always going to be more expensive because it's steak. I can turn my music back on.
So yeah,
I grilled steak for the first time this weekend.
That's great, Ryan. How'd it go?
I think it turned out somewhere between medium and well done as for a first attempt.
Which is more than what we did.
It was my first attempt.
That's fair. That's
fair. Medium well is the term you're looking for.
Medium and well. It's medium well.
No, the steaks I did today were definitely rare.
Rare, yeah.
Not blue rare. Not blue rare, but just rare.
Which is still good. I like rare.
I'm more Mike, you're wondering what I seasoned with?
Yes, I was asking that. Yeah.
So Christine's uncle turned us on to this
cousin.
Technically cousin, but you call him your uncle.
Yeah. I understand that. Yes.
Yeah, but so he turned us on to this stuff. It's McCormick black garlic seasoning powder, and it's essentially like a seasoning powder it's like salt, garlic powder, garlic, black garlic, and like a couple other things. But it's really
black garlic.
It's aged garlic. It's so good. This seasoning is so good, man. So what I did was I took the steak and I just like sprinkled some of that on all the sides, and I did the black garlic seasoning and pepper on all the sides. Yeah. And then because
it looked like you had some like whole seeds of something on it or something.
That was just minced garlic. I'm getting to that.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. So then I did that, and then I put it in a cast iron skillet.
So you just garlic the fuck out of it.
Yeah. So I put it in a cast iron skillet for like 3 minutes, flipped it,
we kill a vampire with our blood right now.
and so after you flip it the first time, you throw butter, minced garlic. Well, so you're technically supposed to do crushed garlic, but I don't have whole garlic, so I just did minced garlic. Then you throw butter, garlic, and thyme in the pan. And then the garlic, the butter melts instantly, and you start kind of basting it over the steak as the other side cooks, and you throw it in the oven for just 5 minutes, and it comes out. And so the steak was also really thick. Like I'm talking 3 C's here.
Yeah, that was a pretty thick steak.
Yeah, so it was 3 C's thick. So it probably should have stayed in there for a minute longer or something. But I pulled it out, let it rest, and cut it. I'm like, whoa. That's pretty rare. But we had it, and it was delicious. So good.
Yeah.
The steaks I made, after they were on the grill, I brushed them with garlic butter.
Ooh.
Nice.
We go out with a bang.
Garlic powder is one of the ingredients that I usually season my sandwiches with.
Yes.
Although, I have to say, my body has started to reject the sandwiches that I normally make.
What are you doing?
And I think by that I mean I've eaten the same thing at work for the past 6 months.
Huh? Need some variety.
Yeah. So now every time I eat that sandwich, my tongue is just like, whoa! Because it's a cold cut sandwich. Usually ham and turkey, sometimes chicken. And I usually season it with black pepper, garlic powder, and oregano. And then I throw
what kind of cheese?
Mayo with mustard on it, a pickle, and some cheese.
What cheese?
It varies. Sometimes pepper jack, sometimes sharp cheddar, sometimes Munster. But
Munster!
Yeah, the problem with Munster is it molds really fast. So.
Yeah, you got to use it quickly. Munster cheese has always been my favorite cheese when I was a kid. We used to go to
fucking smoked Gouda.
We used to go to my mom used to take me to Jewel. My mom used to take me to Jewel, and so if you don't know what Jewel is, Jewel Osco is a very Midwestern grocery chain. It's very Midwestern. Yes,
really.
It pretty much doesn't exist outside of the Midwest.
I did not know that.
Yep. So then we went to Jewel, and whenever we go to the deli counter, I'd be like, "Can I sample some Monster cheese?" And my mom would be like, my mom would be like, he means Munster.
The Monster cheese.
I was a kid. I'd ask for Monster cheese, and she'd be like, he means Munster.
I need my Munster cheese. I need my Monster cheese.
That's because you didn't grow up in an Italian household. When you go to sample cheese, you ask for the Asiago, or you ask for the Florentine, or you ask for some a nice fontanella.
Ooh, fontanella.
Mike. I hate you.
I remember I was a very picky eater when I was a child. I still kind of am. But one of the things that broadened my cheese horizons is I took a foods class in high school, and there was a day where we just ate a whole bunch of different cheeses. Like, that was the day, was we just tried, like, all these different cheeses. And that's how I discovered my love for Munster.
Okay, Monica, I know everyone else's thoughts on this particular cheese, but blue cheese.
No.
Thoughts? God damn it.
Now, Mike, I have something to report.
Y'all need to get cultured!
Mike, hold on. I sent the report to you.
You're gonna like this, Mike, and I'm gonna hate it.
Christine's aunt, also kind of a cousin, she made this spread for like burgers, and it's like blue cheese and cream cheese burgers. Well, so hold on. The spread is like blue cheese, cream cheese, and like garlic or something, and she was like, Kevin, do you like blue cheese? And I was like, no, I really don't. And then she was like, okay, like this is like the best like blue cheese spread ever though. And I was kind of like, okay.
Well, I don't want to hurt her
feelings. And then she kept hyping it up, and I was kind of like, okay, I'll try some. And I take like a little scoop and I put it on a pretzel, and I eat it. And I'm like, let me try that one more time. And I like do it again, and I eat it. I'm kind of like, this is fucking delicious.
If you have to mix cream cheese with blue cheese to like blue cheese, I'm fine with that.
It was so good. I smothered that shit on my burger. It was so fucking good.
That'll slowly wean you on to actual blue cheese. Or if you want the Italian cheese, gorgonzola.
Now that I do not like. That is
not
gross.
Bad.
That's the shit that's on the Luminati salad.
Is blue cheese. It's just the Italian version.
That's the shit that's on the Luminati salad that I hate.
It's not bad in small quantities. Like a bite.
Meyer.
Well, you're not supposed to eat blue cheese in massive quantities.
Yes, some people do.
Meyer sometimes has like these buffalo chicken bites that has blue cheese in them, and I'll tolerate it. Then, but other than that, no for blue cheese.
You get one chance.
Guys, can we talk about the enigma for a second? That was Meyer Mania. Can we talk about that for a fucking second?
Enigma.
Oh my god, that was
I only went once. I only went there once.
Wait,
what the fuck was that?
Can we talk about just how fucking weird that was?
Wait, what are you guys talking about right now?
Wait, you never
Meyer
went?
Mania. Like one of the first few weeks when you lived in the dorms, you got to go to Meyer at like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night.
I never did that.
Me neither.
I never did it.
My freshman year, I came back with like 6 bags of groceries. But then one of the bags broke, and then all the people around me just started picking it up and started walking with me. I'm like, man, I like it here.
They helped you?
Aww.
Yes, they helped me.
But seriously, what the fuck was Meyer Mania? Why am I just now remembering that was a thing?
It was just a day where they would bus people from ISU out to Meyer, and they would have like big sales.
But why?
Because it was the start of the year.
Oh, there were sales?
Capitalism.
Yeah, there were sales. You wanted to go one year.
Oh, I didn't know there were sales. I just thought it was Meyer, like a normal Meyer.
And there was a fucking DJ.
What?
There was some kind of music thing, yeah.
What?
It was a big event.
I remember people going,
but
I remember people going and like hyping it up, and I was kind of like, just fucking Meyer.
I mean, I'm honestly shocked marching season is a thing this year.
It is a thing, though.
Yeah.
My boss's kid.
It really shouldn't be. There is going to be a COVID outbreak, and the entire marching machine's going to get it.
My director's kid, he just started a high school marching band.
Your directors? Who the fuck
Sorry,
is your
my
director?
boss's kid. My boss's kid just started high school marching band.
Ryan, are either of your siblings in marching band?
Both.
Okay. Do they know who the director is?
I think they.
Oh yeah, we went through yet another director.
They hired someone new, I think.
Because Gavin was a while ago, right?
No,
yes, it was Stiers for a while.
For a little bit.
Oh yeah, it was.
But he stepped down because he didn't want to do that.
Stiers never wanted.
No.
He never wanted the marching machine.
No.
Stiers was the.
He's like,
they went up to him and it's like, we literally have no one else who can do this.
He's like,
please, for the love of God, do this.
Stiers was like, I really just want to be in charge of drumline.
Adult and pep
Drumline
band,
and occasionally pet band.
Yeah.
Oh, he was the best Pep Band
Pep
director.
Stiers is the best.
Best Pep Band director. Oh my god.
You're just like
so
1,
much
2,
fun.
3. Oh.
Okay, we're going. Stop!
I was kind of mad that when I went for Pep Band, like in January, it was some woman whose name I don't remember, and not Stiers. And
That was a couple years ago, I think, probably, right?
Hmm?
That was a couple years ago, probably.
For
when you went to Pep Band in January? Was that this last year?
I mean, it feels like it's been a couple years since then, but no, it was.
Time no longer exists.
Time has no meaning. Like, oh, it's the 8th month on Saturday. The 8th month on Saturday. Like that's like.
I still have to actively think about what day it is sometimes.
I mean,
like,
it's.
I still remember when we thought we were accidentally going to start World War III. And apparently that was 7 months ago.
Yeah, this year has both been, oh my god, how is it already August? And holy shit, it's only August? Like, it's both those things at the same time, and I don't know how to process this.
I
really don't.
I just cry.
Yeah, I like that option. I just cry.
I don't process, I just cry. Same. What a mood. What a mood. Hi, Kitty.
Oh.
This guy is one of the best part of 2020.
Oh.
I fucked up.
And we pushed her to it. Good job, us.
Good job, Danny.
Peer pressure, yeah.
Good job, Danny. You did that. Yeah.
I definitely paved the way for this little boy to find his way home, because the night I adopted Rickon, I know I talked about it a little bit, it was a massive snowstorm, so I literally drove 3 hours in the snow and back just to get him.
Monica.
What?
That's fitting for a Stark.
I know.
He's Rickon.
I get it.
He's Rickon. Get it?
Because snow.
That's a Breaking Bad reference, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, you idiot! It's a Westworld. It's a Westworld reference.
Oh
no!
No, it's Rick and Morty.
Oh, come on!
Because it's Rick and Morty.
I have disgraced Michael Crichton. Oh no!
Yes, it's Rick and Morty. You're just too stupid to think it's funny.
Wait, Michael Crichton? Are we talking about Jurassic Park now?
Yes, but he also wrote the novel.
Yes,
that. That's where
we're not talking about fashion faux pas.
I have known nothing about his personal life.
I forgot to bring that up.
That was a Wire reference.
Apparently, M. Lemon put out a Rick and Morty video, so
who
would highly recommend M. Lemon. He's like, he did the. Have you ever seen the There Never Ever series?
No.
From him, he's got a great. He puts a ton of effort into the research behind his videos. So he's got he has a series called Never Ever. So it's like there will never ever be another series like SpongeBob, and he analyzes what made SpongeBob such a popular phenomenon. He did one on Dale Earnhardt, the NASCAR driver. He did one on like Yanislav Petrov, the guy who prevented World War III.
Oh, that dude, yeah.
What about Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Maybe he'll make one on that.
I mean, Avatar has become like that. That's the show that's had
what other kids show talked about the dangers of totalitarian governments
and imperialism? What other kids show made you fucking cry about cabbages? My cabbages!
What other show showed the dangers of propaganda? There is no war in boxing. Say.
There is no pandemic in the USA.
We just got to Crossroads of Destiny. I think we're at the ass end of season 2.
The ass.
So
which one's this Crossroad of Destiny?
It's basically, Aang just got finished learning about the Avatar. We just finished the episode that's basically just The Empire Strikes Back, except Avatar. Where,
the Guru.
With the Guru, and Aang's mastering the Avatar state and has a vision that Katara is being hurt, and it's just Luke on Dagobah, and it's just
I guess this is literally the last episode of season 2.
Crossroads of Destiny is the last episode of season 2.
I am not hating, but it's a carbon copy of it's almost a carbon copy of fucking
Listen,
If it works.
No. I mean, I learned about this in a creative writing class, and it's just that even then, Empire Strikes Back was not the first movie to do this, but essentially in a trilogy, the second movie's always the one where the heroes lose. The heroes always lose. In a classic trilogy, the heroes always lose in 2.
It is.
I would highly recommend the video Everything is a Remix. I watched this in college, and it just shows how tropes and ideas are remixed as time goes on. It's a really easy watch. Yeah. There's it's like a 35-minute video. Or no. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good video. It really shows you how everything is connected. Like, there's at one point there's a montage that just shows where every shot from A New Hope was pulled from.
Yeah, I mean, it's essentially there's some writing philosopher that pretty much getting over here. That pretty much says that there's only 3 stories ever told or something like that.
That was 7 or something.
Yeah, but there's only a certain amount of stories that are ever told, ever, and any other story can fit into those categories.
And it's just a remix of that idea as time progresses.
I know you're in a very serious discussion right now, but just the way that you casually held the tree and Danny was like, yoink! It was just so fucking cute.
Well, I'm gonna give her another one. She was standing. Hold on. Or she was not standing, but dancing is what we call it.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hey.
Dance.
Ready? Dance.
Dance, water.
Oh, girl!
Yeah, you're a cutie. You're a cutie pie. Yes, you are. Nat paid for that treat.
and Rickon is...
Lucas was heavily influenced by things like Metropolis, and other works from...
That's like a 1920s or 1930s sci-fi. It's like credited as being the first big sci-fi movie.
Oh, okay.
It was a silent film, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah. He was also influenced by a lot of westerns. A lot of the cinematic elements are lifted from German propaganda films. And when I say German propaganda films, I mean Nazis.
Nazis!
Yeah, like the whole beginning, War in the Republic, and
the throne room shot at the end of A New Hope, where they're walking down the aisles, it looks a lot like Triumph of the Will.
So
it's just a matter of he's taking that imagery that people associate with triumph and power and retooling it for a new thematic purpose.
We're also watching through the Clone Wars TV show. Anyone who hasn't seen it and likes Star Wars needs to fucking watch it.
I know, I'm going to watch through.
It's so fucking good.
I've seen episodes here and there. Especially the Cad Bane stuff. So good.
Cad Bane's dope. Anything with any clone-centric episode is fucking dope.
No, but season 2 of Avatar is so good.
Tarkovsky Clone Wars series.
I don't know where to watch that, but I do want to watch it.
It's shorter, but it's not as story depth.
Yeah,
but it's more experimental and more bombastic with what it does.
I wonder if that's
the bounty hunter and that weird fucking slug thing that Obi-Wan fights with is like one of the coolest villains Star Wars has ever had.
I wonder if that's canon.
No. It is not.
It's
not. When Disney took over, they made the ultimatum that the only things that were canon were the movies and the Clone Wars TV show. And the actively
running TV shows. And Rebels, of course.
Yeah, Rebels.
Which is a shame because
Rebels wasn't a thing then.
Episode 4 or episode 3, it's almost entirely non-vocal. And it's just a squadron of clone troopers trying to invade a city that's taken over by droids. It's just hand signals and gunfire are the sounds here.
If you want more of that,
I remember that.
You can have a lot of that. There's a lot of that in the Clone Wars TV show, but I am not going to sugarcoat it. There are just like every TV show.
Episode 3.
there are some dog shit episodes in there, and most of them involve Jar Jar.
I was about to say, like the one where Jar Jar's on that one planet and he's like trying to like negotiate his way out or something.
No,
that's why honestly, I recommend the Tartakovsky series, because it's only like 2.5 hours of content total.
It's a good series. I remember watching it on Toonami.
But seriously, like, if you want to watch it, like, there are some episodes you can just straight up skip, and most of them involve Jar Jar. Like, they seem to be mostly in season 1 and 2 are the ones like Jar Jar in it. Like, starting in season 3 gets real fucking dark.
Question. Does Count Dooku have an apprentice in the CG Clone Wars?
Yes.
Yes, Asajj Ventress.
Yes, Ventress.
Yes, that she was originated in the Tartakovsky series.
I was about to say that. I was about to say the one thing that is still canon from that series is Ventress.
Ventress
her showdown with Anakin in that series is fucking amazing.
That's how he got the scar, right?
I think so.
I believe so, yes.
I want to say that's still canon.
I'm pretty sure.
Because they don't really, because that's not addressed in the 3D animated one. But
Tartakovsky's canon, bitches.
Well, no, hold on. But the last season, Steve, have you seen the last season yet?
No, we're doing a complete watch through, no spoilers.
I haven't seen the last season either. It might be addressed in the last season.
We and Vanessa have like already watched it through once before. And we were like, oh, that was awesome. And then the trailer dropped for the Clone Wars renewal. And I was just like, oh my fucking god!
It's just the final trailer. It's just the final season.
Yeah,
they're not doing any more.
Oh, I from what I hear, it ended on a really fucking good note. Plus, I think we're doing they're making another animated series based on like a clone commando squad. I think.
What was it? What's it called?
Bad Batch.
Bad Batch. Yeah, thank you.
My original point with bringing up Clone Wars is that we watched an episode recently. It was in memory of. I couldn't tell you his name, and I'm not sure I can look it up. A Japanese director. He directed the Seven Samurai, the movie called the Seven Samurai, which the movie The Magnificent Seven.
Oh, Matt knows that.
Yeah, the movie The Magnificent.
Don't know about Akira Kurosawa?
That's it. I just didn't know his name off the top.
There's
of my
that
head,
Akira Kurosawa. Immediately.
But
one of the most important film directors of all time.
I don't. Anyway,
Steve's getting back into a corner.
The movie
He's
was
literally like fucking like Kubrick level of important directors.
I'm sure he is. I've just never seen any of his movies. But,
that says the most important director ever.
But the episode was it was not like shot for shot, but it was clearly a direct homage to the Seven Samurai and the Magnificent Seven. Basically, a village of farmers who don't know how to fight hire like 5 bounty hunters, or I think 4 bounty hunters to protect their village. Then I think Anakin, Obi-Wan, and Anakin's Padawan Ahsoka show up and are like, "What the fuck?" and end up like helping them to defend them against some pirates led by motherfucking Hondo. I love Hondo. He's one of the best characters. Would recommend that. That is an episode, Mike. If you watch any episode, I would definitely recommend that one, especially if you like.
I do remember when I was younger and I watched it. I remember really getting into like every episode starts with like this quote about war or something.
Yeah, the Jedi fortune cookie.
Yeah, like I just really I dug that it was trying to think a little deeper.
Yeah, it's like, as I said, even in like later seasons, starting in like season 3, it really grows with its audience. It gets much less kiddie. Like, there is do you mind, does anyone mind like a mild spoiler?
No spoilers, please.
I still want to watch the series.
Fair enough.
I do remember there was one episode where like Anakin and Padme were like, shut up.
Anime and Padme.
Shut up. It wasn't about
That's
anime.
their couple name, Anime. Oh my god.
Wow.
You hear it here, folks.
Anime.
Anime. Anyway,
for life.
it was like
What
an
were
episode where they
anime
were
up to,
like
Mike?
being infected by like a pandemic or something.
Yeah, that's
You know
relevant.
what I'm talking? Like Padme got sick or
Oh,
something.
that's a bad episode, though.
Oh, that's like a series of episodes, actually.
It's 2
Is it?
episodes. And it's bad.
Essentially, she's on a ship, and then some disease gets released, right?
No,
No,
they're not on a ship.
No, it is okay.
What am I
So
thinking of?
we watched this somewhat recently. One, Jar Jar's in that in those episodes. So
Yeah,
that
I'm
makes
thinking of an earlier
automatically
episode.
Dog shit.
Yeah.
Rude.
And the scientist who develops the vaccine has the most stereotypical German accent you will ever hear, and I'm just
Oh yeah, I'm in Star Wars. Give me the lightsaber.
not quite
You do not deserve access to the vaccine
yeah, basically that.
because you do not sworn allegiance to the rank.
So you've got the evil scientist manufacturing bioweapons is German, and you've got the Trade Federation of the Trade Federation doing like kind of horrifyingly stereotypical Asian impressions. Star Wars isn't great for racial
Well, do
sensitivity.
you remember
Oh.
episode 1, Steve? Sir, safeguard up the ventilation shaft.
Hold on, I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Oh,
real quick.
it's
Keep
happening.
talking.
Oh yeah, shoot her or something.
or something.
She can't do that. Shoot her or something.
It's like it's.
I thought the battle was going to take place far from here.
And then as Alex, there is an Alex Jones quote. I don't know the context just because it's from a podcast where he says, and I quote, Jar Jar Binks has a Caribbean black accent, and he's not wrong. He does, but
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Great. Also, fuck Alex Jones, but that's beside the point.
There is some
Is that legal?
credibility to that because I saw it was in one of the Red Letter Media videos where they took like a
Brickon looks dead.
George
Monica.
Lucas. It was like a George Lucas interview,
Yes.
and I swear to God, he says,
Good.
"Well, you know, I did Red Tails, the first movie with an all-black cast. Who else did that?" I'm like,
That doesn't make it
no.
hey.
Also, Red Tails came out in like the 2010s.
I didn't even know that was a George Lucas thing.
No. Hold on, when did
But I mean, okay, and I guess Ahmed Best, the guy who plays Jar Jar, is black, so I guess it's not great, but I mean, also apparently he got bullied to basically the point of suicide, and
Who?
like Ahmed Best, the guy who played Jar Jar.
Oh god,
Yeah.
I could believe that.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
It's not
the
his
same
fault.
It's the same with Kelly Marie Tran, like the that Asian lady who played Rose in The Last Jedi. Now, I want the fact that she was getting like threats on Twitter
Here's the
is
thing.
fucking disgusting. Because I'm sure she is a great actress. She had a dog shit character handed to her.
Here's the thing. Fans, as in fanatics,
with a capital F.
are stupid. They are
fair.
You know, I will say, and I know y'all are super Star Wars fans, but I will say the general fan reaction to the Disney trilogy kind of turned me off of Star Wars.
Here's the thing.
We were just talking about. Okay.
Normally, I say you have to look past the fandom to enjoy something, but the Star Wars fandom is on another level.
It's tough.
Yeah, it's
tough.
tough. It's so cancerous. But I was literally talking about this at work today about how every single of the which movie in the new Disney Star Wars movies, not including the 3, so beyond the 3, right?
The sequels.
The sequel trilogy, but anything made by Disney.
Yeah.
Which one was the most well received?
Mandalorian.
Force Awakens.
Okay, the movies.
Yeah.
Force Awakens for sure.
Force Awakens. Because it was just A New Hope.
Or would you say Rogue One?
No.
Oh,
No, I would.
okay.
No.
Here is my hot take. Rogue One is my favorite Star Wars movie.
Yeah. Okay. So this is
That
the
is
thing.
a very hot take.
Well, Rogue One is considered the best by a lot of people. Rogue One is considered the best Disney Star Wars movie.
No, let's Let's use the most arbitrary metric possible, Rotten Tomatoes.
There you go. But before you pull it up, I will say that I think the reason why Rogue One was probably... It's my favorite of the new movies, at least. And so I think the reason why
disagree.
I think that was the reason why I think that was the best was because it didn't care about the old characters.
Exactly.
All the other movies focus too much on the old characters. We don't give a shit about them anymore. Tell me new stories.
That's well. I mean, they're the only like old characters they had involved were the ones that were like necessary to the plot, like Tarkin, Vader. And like Leia for that last
you got to see Vader be a badass. That was awesome.
Oh my god, that fucking Vader scene is so fucking good.
Here's the thing.
Yes.
Force Awakens and Rogue One are tied for audience percentage. 86% for the audience score.
Okay.
Force Awakens has a higher critic score, but that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about fan reactions.
So they are tied for
that's interesting.
Audience score.
That's
86%. That's very interesting.
Nat says audience equals poopy. I mean, in some circumstances, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking up the other ones.
I want to draw back a second to Nat's chat in earlier when we were talking about Akira Kurosawa, because and I will do a dramatic reading of chat as follows. And this is all in all caps, by the way.
Mike.
All that I'm reading is in all caps. Akira Kurosawa, the most important director ever. He literally influenced every director. Magnificent Seven was an American remake of Seven Samurai. You know.
Here's the thing. Rise of Skywalker also has an 86% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Hold on, no, actually, Rise of Skywalker was a bad one. We don't like that one.
Okay, yeah, right? Okay, here's my thing on Rise of Skywalker. Rise of Skywalker, I had fun watching. It was fun. It was not a good movie.
Only the first time watching it, like when I was watching it, I was kind of like, yeah, that was fun. But as soon as I got into the theaters and I started questioning it, like as soon as I was out of the theater, like I was in the lobby talking to Christine's brother-in-law, I was just like talking to him, and I was kind of like, well, this didn't make sense. That didn't make sense. That was kind of dumb. This didn't make any sense.
Skywalker. The most positive thing that came out of that movie was Babu Frick.
Babu Frick!
And if Babu Frick is the most positive thing that came out of that movie, there are some serious fucking problems with that movie.
But Babu Frick, though.
I think my biggest problem is it's two. Is that one? How did Palpatine come back? They never really addressed that. Two, what's to prevent him from coming back this time?
Someone just did an edit, like they took the Force ghosts of Yoda and Obi-Wan from the end of Return of the Jedi and captioned it as like, should we tell him Palpatine's still alive? Nah.
Listen, so the whole thing is that, like, yeah, Palpatine clones, whatever, fuck that.
That's actually from the comics, like in the original,
I know,
like
but
extended universe. So I mean, whatever. But
all it was pretty much. I hate what J.J. Abrams did. J.J. Abrams pretty much just he took 7, made it a carbon copy of 4. Then Rian Johnson came in and he was like, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna give us a chance to get away from the old shit. Like that's literally all Last Jedi was. Last Jedi was pretty much it ended with them literally saying they literally said at the end, let go of the past. The past is over. Like, you know,
which is why I loved it.
I know, me too. And then J.J. Abrams was like, well, people didn't like that, so let's just remake 6 again. And that's all 7 was. I mean, that's all 8, whatever the fucking number was.
The score for The Last Jedi is 40%. So it is,
yeah, and it's a very hot take to like Last Jedi and hate Rise of Skywalker. Me too. Don't worry, Mike.
I didn't enjoy The Last Jedi. It's the only Star Wars movie that I've actually checked my watch to see when it was going to end.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't a horrible movie. There were some great moments. Like, everything with Rey and Kylo, it's fucking amazing.
Just cut out the casino scene, you got a great movie.
Pretty much,
The casino scene needed a little more nuance to it. Needed more nuance to it.
Yeah,
but
basically,
The Last Jedi is
war bad.
The Last Jedi is one of the movies that I have seen the most in theaters. I saw it 3 times in theaters.
What?
The Last Jedi.
You saw 3 times?
I saw Rise of Skywalker twice.
I saw Rise of Skywalker once.
Once with my brother.
I saw Rise of Skywalker 0 times.
Whoa!
That's a good choice. That's a good choice, if I'm being honest.
The stupidest part of that movie.
You did watch The Mandalorian, though, right?
I think the stupidest.
No, I haven't seen The Mandalorian yet.
Watch the
Go watch
it's
The
so
Mandalorian.
good.
The Mandalorian is seriously some of the.
I've seen the first episode of The Mandalorian. Really liked it. I need to.
Seriously, some of the best Star Wars ever made, in my opinion.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've heard
There's
Mandalorian is
there's a
good,
character.
and there's like
There's a character.
Well, it
Mandalorian
also
that has-
returns to the Star Wars is a Western in space idea.
Oh yeah.
So
Don't
What
cut
were
me
you
off
saying,
again,
Monica?
Mike, or you're gonna die.
We have been talking the entire time.
Yeah. Because
So
we're talking
talk
about
now.
Star
Monica.
Wars.
Talk now.
No, I was just mentioning that there's a character in Mandalorian that gives me some serious Jess energy.
Oh yeah.
So
Who?
look forward to that. You know Jess,
the jump.
No,
the
I mean,
jump
which
trooper.
character?
The jump
the
trooper.
jump trooper.
Or the shock trooper. Sorry, shock trooper.
Yeah, Kara.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know
remember
her
what
name.
is.
Played by
Some hot
fuck, she was
chick.
in Deadpool.
No,
Gina
she's-
Carano. Gina Carano. I love
Who
me
is
some
she in
Gina
Deadpool?
Carano.
Who is she?
She was the bad guy's henchwoman.
Oh yeah, she totally was.
Oh yeah!
I like her. I like.
You're like
her.
less angry Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh no, you're. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet.
What was I gonna say?
You went for pee-pee.
But Monica would definitely recommend The Mandalorian. Also, you were saying something.
I was gonna say that.
Look at-
Oh,
Not
sorry.
you, her.
Not you, Monica.
Not you.
not you. I was just saying that it's on the list, and I know it's going to get watched at some point. It's just like we've only seen, like Nat and I really want to watch The Witcher. We've only seen 1 episode of it so far.
I've heard,
The Witcher. That's like right up your alley.
I've heard The Witcher is like the first this is a good adaptation of a video game.
It's so good.
I watched that. We watched episode 1, and I was just turned off immediately because I was like, I am so lost right now.
Yeah, it was very hard for
Yes,
us.
it's like spoilers. It's multiple timelines.
I know, but it was just like a bunch of
fantasy
all information.
This is not a sci-fi series. This is a fantasy series. You can't be f***ing with multiple timelines.
Well, it's not like no. It's like it's the same timeline. It's just different times in the timeline. If that makes any sense.
What I was gonna say though, the stupidest.
So it jumps. It just
Yes. Plot. It's time.
Okay, that's not multiple timelines. That's just we jump to different points in the timeline.
You're seeing
Portals.
You're seeing
Now
like
that's thinking of
Geralt's.
portals.
Well, you're seeing Geralt's past and present, and while you're at the same time seeing what
Aw.
it's hard to explain.
So Bacana.
Bacana.
Yeah.
Back in our test?
interrupt our word conversation to let you know that I put my hand here and Rickon just kind of cuddled around.
Aw.
it. And it
She does that sometimes. To
My
me.
so something I hated in Rise of Skywalker. Just, I want to say this because it's on my chest right now.
Fair
like
enough.
so they get the special
This
dagger.
is the Rise of Skywalker venting
Yes.
tower.
So the special dagger they get, right? And it curves out, but then like there's this decaying remnants of the Death Star, and
You think
somehow,
it would
somehow the dagger lines up perfect. This ancient Sith dagger. They have said that it's an ancient Sith dagger. Like,
Well, it wasn't
ancient.
Motion would work at that exact moment.
But then how would it also know where the Death Star lands?
I don't think it was an ancient Sith
Here's a-
dagger. I think it was just.
I'm
Everything
pretty sure.
Sith
Hold on, let
is
me check.
ancient. Everything Sith is ancient.
I mean, they might have.
See,
I don't know.
here's
can't
the
explain
generic Star Wars fanboy reference. It's the will of the Force.
Fair enough.
But
the blade of Ochi of Bestoon, or simply Ochi's blade, was a knife owned by Sith cultist and assassin Ochi of Bestoon. What?
J.J. Abrams, man.
See, also, talk about a misleading trailer with the Dark Ray thing.
Yeah, that was fucking stupid.
Okay.
I knew immediately that was a misdirect.
That was bullshit.
Christy, do you want to have our own stream with cats and stuff?
I realize that there are 3 people here who don't care about Star Wars.
We'd stop doing this.
Say that again, Monica.
We should just have a Star Wars stream at some point.
I'm like, you want to have our own stream with cats and stuff?
Yeah.
We should just have like a 3-man
We're
Star
gonna
Wars
try.
stream
We're
at
gonna
some
have
point.
Ryan come with us too because he doesn't care about this shit either.
Yeah, we should just have like a geek cast.
Like,
we can put the My Hero spoiler cast in that.
The geek cast.
But I want to be part of the My Hero stuff.
Well, you can jump in for that one, and when we do Star Wars, you don't have to be there.
And I'll jump on for the My Hero spoilers.
Apparently, the blade.
Star Wars is neat.
I need to get off the
Star Wars-
Wikipedia.
Steve, have you seen up through season 4?
Star Wars is neat, but I don't want to analyze it at fucking 10 p.m. at night.
That is fair.
Steve, have you seen up through season 4 of My Hero?
Yeah, we're done.
What about
Okay, you
Martha?
can be on the spoiler cast for that.
Martha?
That's not.
Because Nat and I are still working through it, or at least I've seen up through season 4. We're almost done with season 2. We're like,
Well, hurry up, Monica.
I know, but we're only watching like 2 episodes a week because of the way that our schedule is.
Oh,
So,
yeah, that's true. What's she doing now?
Also, just on a, just in one-off note, probably the least controversial take about Rise of Skywalker, or not Rise of Skywalker, Last Jedi, easily the best-looking Star Wars film.
Agree.
Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah, agree.
Yeah, it was the
no,
best
Last
looking.
Jedi. Last Jedi.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was.
I would agree with that one too.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was the best looking.
It is the best shot, the best set up. The colors were the best.
Mm-hmm. I 100%
Fair.
agree.
The red salt contrasted against the white. On that
Great.
It
planet.
looked like
Oh,
blue.
the entire throne room scene with Kylo and Rey
Yeah.
fighting, and where it's like
Ooh,
it's
that's such
slowly
a good
burning
scene.
down in
Yeah.
the background.
Yes, and also that's another thing. The way the Force telepathy
Except I
was
can still fucking
communicated
hear him 'cause
with
he's
Rey
so
and
loud.
Kylo in Last Jedi was great. And then in Rise of Skywalker, they just completely fucked it up by introducing physical objects into it.
Yeah, that was
Well,
weird. They could
well-
trade objects through the Force. That was weird.
Okay. In their sort of defense, they kind of addressed that in Rise of Skywalker, where it was raining on Rey's planet, and then Kylo holds up his glove on wherever the fuck he is, and he's got water on it. So it's not.
No, Steve, I mean
You
the
can't
part
address
where
it in the
Rey-
same movie.
No, I mean the part where
Listen,
Kylo
Ned, I'm
and
trying.
Rey a lightsaber
I'm really trying,
through
Ned.
their Force telepathy. I mean that part.
When she
I know
passes
that.
him a lightsaber,
Yes!
like it looked cool, but I'm just kind of like,
cool.
what?
But I was so disinvested in the movie by that point that I was just like, that's fucking stupid.
I'm disinvested in this podcast right now.
And it's like, I know how to, and it's not like I don't know how to have fun with dumb shit. I just watch a fucking dumb anime called KO Beast Century Warriors.
And
It's
that
fucking dumb,
fucking
but
stupid.
it's fun. It's fun. They don't make any pretenses about it trying to be smart until like the last episode. It's just fun and stupid, and I love it.
and with that, I
Fun,
think
stupid shits. Why I watch most of the movies?
Oh,
I
sure. As soon as I start talking about anime, we cast.
I think we're about wrapping up time now. We've been going for an hour 40.
Get prick.
Does anyone have any ending thoughts?
we have to end the podcast.
Ending thoughts. Let's go play Civ.
Anyone else? Ending thoughts?
My brain went-
Rickon is a little boy. That's
Little
my
boy.
thought.
Good.
My
good.
brain went bye-bye 5 hours ago. when my work life went to shit.
That was before the podcast.
Yeah.
Next time, I promise we won't talk about
I
Star
was
Wars
gonna
as
tell
much.
about work today.
Don't make a promise you can't keep.
I was
Don't make a promise.
I was gonna tell my work
Wait. Steve, you won't. Don't make a girl a promise
Oh, no,
if you know you
babe.
can't keep it.
Babe, I'm so tired. My lazy eyes even
That was a Halo
lazier.
reference. That's a Halo reference.
I don't think we're there yet.
No, that's in Halo 2 and the Halo 3.
Steve and I are.
We should also have a
Almost.
Halo cast at some point.
Well, we got to finish Halo first.
I'm in on that.
Yeah.
We've gotten through We got through mission 4.
Yeah.
We finished 4.
Literally, like, the first 2 years of high school was just after school, I would play Halo online, or I would sit on Halo Waypoint and marathon every fucking video they had.
I don't know what time I'll be home tomorrow, but you can probably expect me to be on for Halo around 8:39, same time as today.
Perfect. Sounds good. Okay. We'll be. I'm gonna stop the stream and we'll be back on in a few minutes with probably Civ or Overwatch or something. So
Why was that so funny?
We'll see you guys in a few minutes, I guess. Thanks for watching. We'll
Let me know if I sound good.
We'll be back next Tuesday with episode 9 of the VGRcast. Or is this episode?
The Rise of Bullshit.
The Rise of Bullshit. Next week, episode 9. Yeah.
God, my internet's shitting right at the end. Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.
What did you say, Mike?
Ship name Anime.